Cleaners are a faction of enemies originally from the Division and the Division 2. Cleaners are all about fire. They love it.
To save our city, we must burn away this disease. Only through the power of fire can we be free.
Their passive ability is incendiary rounds. When they hit an enemy with a shot, it does a short dot on them that ticks for a few seconds, doing 2 damage at a time. It does, however, decrease the weapon's ranges. So they have 2 different active abilities, same as all the factions in the game. The first one is the incinerator drone. With that, you send a drone forwards that shoots fire below it and explodes at the end of the path or once it hits an obstacle. The burning does quite a bit of damage on its own, but the explosion will do about 100 damage on a direct hit. You might not kill a full health phantom in one hit, but the fire damage will likely finish them off. Their second ability is the firebomb. It's a bomb that you drop at your feet that explodes and leaves a fire circle around you that will continue to burn anyone inside it. It's pretty much a one-hit kill as long as the enemies are close to you. It's great for clearing out a group that's holding a point or trying to advance the package. The Cleaner's ultimate is called the Purifier. It's a flamethrower that will pretty much one-shot anybody with a good burst. It actually does 30 damage at a time, but it ticks so fast that it seems like an instant. It will put a burn on them too, if they only get just a taste of the fire and are running away from the wall of death coming towards them. Once it's available and you call it in, it doesn't start to run out until you use it. Then once you do, the use runs out at a constant speed whether you're firing it or not, so you might as well go ham on it once you start. Since there's a delay before your health starts to regenerate, the damage from the incendiary rounds will keep the enemy health regen from starting as soon, so they stay vulnerable for quite a bit longer. Try to get a visual on them again if they duck behind cover, or if they keep poking their heads out, you can hit them again, reapply the dot, and keep their health down even longer. It'll be easy for your teammate to finish them off too. A solid assist will always be better than nothing. Here's a few tips and tricks for using the Cleaner's abilities. When it comes to the shorter range that the Cleaners have, the maps in this game aren't so big that it'll really matter too much. If you find yourself trying to snipe somebody with an SMG, which I don't know why you would, then you might have an issue, but most fights in this game are close to mid-range. The incendiary drone will explode if it hits a wall, so you can hit someone that's hiding around the corner with it if they're near that wall. If someone on your team is using the intel suit or the sonar goggles, you can anticipate enemies coming around the corner, and you can send it out to greet them. Send it down a hallway that you know enemies are about to enter, and let them take some fire damage for their troubles. It does take a moment to get it out, so keep that in mind. The firebomb can't be thrown. It'll only explode exactly where you're standing. If you want to sacrifice the body, jump down onto a point and slam that thing into the crowd. It can easily wipe out a team if they're all bunched up together. It's great for area denial as well. Punish any enemies that try to get onto a point or onto the package. Nobody wants to be on fire, so use that to your advantage. When you activate the Purifier, the ultimate, your character will fire a quick burst before you can really use it. Make sure to activate it right before you need it. I can't count how many times I pulled it out too late and wasted it, since if you die using it, it's gone. Activate it right before heading around a corner into a firefight. Since it runs out at the same speed once you activate it, whether you're using it or not, just start firing as you head around the corner. It does have a pretty good range, but not infinite, about 20 feet. It's best for close quarters or fighting on a point. Since it kills so fast, sweep side to side a bit with it. People like to dance back and forth, but it only takes a moment to end their miserable lives. So that was a brief overview of how the Cleaners work in Xdefiant, as well as a few tips for how to use their abilities. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Later.